Good morning and welcome to episode 1288 of Hard Factor. It is Wednesday, September 6th, 2023. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed right here on this podcast. Resubscribe, download, please. Today, Pat's got Frozen Mitch, diarrhea plane update, dictator news, and more in your cup of coffee in the big time.
We got video from the diarrhea plane, guys.
Oh, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Of it happening.
It's finally leaked, huh?
Great one, Will. Not of it happening, no. Right after, the aftermath. Wes texted the group last night. That diarrhea talk gave me bubble guts. And I was like,
It did.
Yeah.
was it the diarrhea
Sticks with
talk
you.
that gave you bubble guts?
No, I mean, it was probably what I ate, but
Yeah.
I've been drinking a lot of Coke Zero. I'm back on it.
Okay.
That's probably
that could
doing
do
it.
Yeah.
Any other culprits, possible culprits in the diet?
What did I have yesterday? I mean, eggs.
Not important. Anyway.
Yeah. not important.
Yeah, we got
No,
that. We got a
not
lot of
worse,
other
yeah.
stuff.
Not
We got
important.
we got dictator updates. We got a prank gone wrong in New Jersey.
Ooh.
Not a lot of details on that story, which is great because we're going to fill in the gaps with
Okay.
our projections.
I
and what we
love
think
that.
happened.
Fantastic. Can't wait. Mark's got things that people should have seen coming on deck.
Yeah, once you hear the stories, you're going to be like, yeah, they probably should have seen that coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walked right into it, huh?
Right.
Yeah. Wes has damaged monuments in the hole.
Yeah, a lot of cultural disrespect going on across the world. We're going to get into it.
Interesting. And I've got some Dirty Dogs Cops edition to bat us home today. So
Ooh. Boys in blue.
yeah, getting down and dirty. And real quick announcement: I'm adding 10,000 on YouTube. Okay, YouTube.com/Hard Factor News. Get us to 10,000 followers. We're already way past 9,000, so we just need a few more there. And if you hit that or the 125,000 on Instagram at Hard Factor News, I will bleach the mustache.
There you go. There you have
That's
it.
a deal.
Two
You guys
routes
get-
to the golden mustache. So
Here's an easy way to get there. If you're not subscribed on YouTube, pretty simple. You might not watch the show on YouTube. That's okay. You might just listen. All good. But you have a YouTube because you have a Google account. So here's
Yeah.
what you do. On your phone, just go to YouTube. Open the app. Go to youtube.com. If you go to youtube.com, you /Hard Factor News. And you just hit the subscribe.
Yeah,
button.
or just search Hard Factor.
Search Hard Factor with the first one that
Search
comes up
Hard
there.
Factor. YouTube will be one of the very first.
Subscribe, click
link.
that bell. I mean,
Boom.
then Will's
Super
going to have a
simple.
fucking yellow face, you know?
Not
Yeah.
hard, okay? If you
The
do
Clown
that,
Antonio Brown. Only
Do it a number of ways.
and Will bleaches his mustache, it's going to grow the
Do it
show.
on your laptop.
So it's a
Whatever you
double
want.
grow. It's a double show
think
grow.
I think so.
I need a haircut. I'm going to have to get a haircut guy out here in Chicago.
And if you get us to 10,000, Pat's going to get a haircut.
No. Yes, that is true. Let's do the news.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
Okay, guys. For the first time in recorded history, an entity carrying the name Lee is being called extremely dangerous. That's right. Tropical Storm Lee was announced by the National Hurricane Center, 5 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday. The storm, which is currently a depression, which is a characteristic more in line with things named Lee, is expected to turn into a hurricane this weekend. Could bring impacts to the Leeward Islands. That's a no shit statement from the National Hurricane Center. I think Hurricane
Lee's going to mess up Lee Islands?
The Lee Islands. Yeah, the Leewards.
That could have been in the things people could have seen coming segment.
No, I know. The Leewards are just sitting there waiting. Because I think they probably have the names of hurricanes ahead of time, or at least you know what it's going to start with. If you're a Leeward Island resident, you've been sitting there.
Hurricane Caribbean.
Is this a male Lee or a female Lee?
Is it
Right.
L-E-E?
Good question.
They both could
Lee
be.
like
L-E-E.
jeans.
Like
I think
Leesburg.
L-E-I-G-H, I've seen both. L-E-E is probably a man.
Man, yeah.
Yeah.
Never met a dangerous Lee in my life.
Bruce Lee.
Last name.
Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Right. Good point.
Ooh,
You haven't
I got
seen
a
one
fun
really drunk, have you?
A drunk Lee.
Yeah, they can go off, huh?
Yeah,
Anyone can be dangerous.
They can throw
drunken.
remotes at you. They can do all kinds of stuff.
Lees have a tough life. That's true. You know who else has a tough life? Just to digress from Lee really quick. Can you guys name a famous crystal?
There's that. There's a girl named Crystal Ball who does like political commentary.
That's my issue there, Will. You're like,
Probably
there's a
a
girl
Internet-
named.
She's like internet.
Probably
She's
a
like
porn
internet
star.
famous. It's on that show Boiling Points, I think. or
Fine.
Gotta
something
be a
like
porn
Lee,
star.
Famous
Oh, there's definitely
crystal.
a porn star. There's tons of them.
It's cursed name, Crystal. Same with Lee. Because the storm is currently 1,300 miles east of the Lesser Antilles right now. That's not the Antilles you want to be in. It's moving northwest at 16 miles an hour, eastern through the Caribbean. It's expected to pass north of Puerto Rico before swinging back towards Bermuda. So watch out to all our listeners down there.
Swinging back around like a lot of crystals do on a pole.
That's why they call him Boomerang.
Yeah.
Where'd she go? Don't worry, she's coming back.
She'll be right back around.
She's
it's
She's
gonna go all
upside.
the way
Look,
out
she's
to
upside down.
It's going to go all the way out to Bermuda and then come back? That's far away.
Yeah, that's the National Hurricane Center. That's what they say, bro.
Wow.
Crystal Bernard is like the first one that comes up. That's bad.
No, there's no
Billy
famous
Crystal.
crystals.
Yeah, there's not a lot of famous
Again,
crystals.
last name, Dangerous Lee, Bruce Lee. Doesn't
Wow.
work.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So, something to think about. Guys, the Capitol, the U.S. Capitol, their BDIC doctor, that's Big Dick in charge, Brian Monahan, said Senate Majority Leader and Farmville cosplayer Mitch McConnell did not suffer a stroke or seizure and is not suffering from Parkinson's. That's after the 81-year-old Mitch froze last week.
Are we all suffering from something then?
It's the second time this month Mitch froze.
So what's his problem? Why is he freezing like a statue?
You guys want to watch him freeze real quick?
Yeah, I mean,
No, now that we know it's not a medical problem.
right.
It's
right.
not-
Do you have both of them, Pat? Do you have?
How do we know
both
it's
freezes or
normal?
just
Yeah.
the last
I just
one?
have the most recent freeze where he
Okay,
was
yeah,
asked
I
about
mean-
running for re-election, and I don't think it's likely. Here we go.
What are my thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in 2026.
Oh, his mouth, like when his mouth
It always-
clinches
Your
up,
question, Senator. Running for re-election.
his
in
eyes go to the
2026.
ceiling.
This poor woman's had her hands full.
All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute.
Yeah.
He's totally frozen. I mean, so what is that? If not, like, so what? Yeah, there's no explanation. There's no medical terminology for this.
She's basically a nurse, this woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, Wes. She's
This
on.
guy-
She's on
guy
freeze
comes up.
duty.
He says, "You freeze again?"
Yeah.
Okay. He froze again.
Sticks a finger in his butt to like recharge him. Like a reset.
Was that
Senator,
the answer?
Please speak up.
Thinking back, was that the answer? Was his answer? I'm so old, I fucking freeze at the microphone.
Well, I
I'm
think
not-
when you're
I'm not running for
81,
re-election.
okay, you're 81. And what is it?
In 2026, 3
senators
years
do
from now.
6 years, right? The concept of running again and winning will make you freeze.
Yep.
Will make your ass freeze, guys.
Senators or governors that do 6 years?
I'm
Senator.
pretty sure it's senators.
Senators.
Congress
Some
also-
governors it
senators.
depends on the state.
Anyway, McConnell.
Was he the guy on the plane? Was McConnell? Did he shit all over the plane? Is that what?
We don't know. No, he wasn't going to Barcelona. Guys, McConnell, who many are calling now Mr. Freeze, fielded questions from reporters under suspicion of him being broken about the freezing incidents, to which Mitch said, quote, "My doctor says everything is cool."
Chill out.
And what I just put up on the screen there is Mitch McConnell as Mr. Freeze graphic.
Can we get a T-shirt?
Yeah, I think we need to get that as a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Mark said, "Put Mitch McConnell's face on Mr. Freeze." I said, "Give me 6 minutes."
There we go.
It's a nice job, Pat. I really like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. Pretty proud of it. Look, it's not funny to laugh, right? This comedy show. Not funny to laugh at someone who's having a stroke or a seizure or symptoms of Parkinson's. But Mitch
this
is
guy's
having
not.
None of those.
Yeah.
So, open season.
Right. There's also always a lot of the YouTube comments live are saying the poop is pants, you know. So
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Was he the guy on the plane?
Yeah.
That diarrhea everywhere because
Again,
that.
he's not traveling to Europe. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
could
Speaking
just
of
be
which, let's talk about
pens
the
problem.
Did we
Mitch-
zoom in on the
Mitch-
lady's face when she's like, "Did you hear the question, Senator?" Or was she like doing a PU?
re-election. Oh man.
She goes over and just jumps back real quick.
Whoa!
Shows him,
Whoa,
shows him her
Senator!
tits for a
The
reset.
next up Republican in line for the state of Kentucky's licking his lips or her lips right now. Great internet comment, live internet comment from Russ, Mitch the Glitch. Thought that was great. Mitch the Glitch. Mitch
good
the
nickname.
Freeze.
It's a good hacker name.
Mitch the Freeze.
He's always got
Look
good
at
nicknames. Mitch the Glitch, Cocaine Mitch,
Yeah.
Frozen
I don't like
Mitch.
to call him Cocaine Mitch
mean-
because he didn't earn that nickname.
Well, obviously not when he freezes. He's not on enough of it.
Someone called him Cocaine Mitch, like ironically, because he's so
Yeah.
not Cocaine Mitch, and he like loved it. I hate that.
I bet some of his staffers have earned the nickname though. He's been in there so
Sure.
long. Yeah.
But if you're going to be cocaine anyone, okay, you need to have potentially died from cocaine. And if you haven't been there, you don't get a cocaine nickname. That's just how I like to put it, right? Okay? If you've ever
Yeah.
thought, I'm dying, and as Wes likes to put it, stared at the ceiling, you don't get a cocaine nickname.
But he's co-opted it successfully. Mitch the Glitch is good though. It might take it over.
Let's talk about this Photoshop here. So here's what I did. I cut out the helmet around Schwarzenegger's freeze. I overlaid that, and then you can't see it, but there's a 17% opacity of Schwarzenegger's face on Mitch's face there. So
Oh,
it
that's
really
awesome.
sells it. Really sells it. Really sells the texture.
Nice.
Let's talk about the shit plane update. It gave Wes bubble guts yesterday. Just the talk of it. Not his diet or his pre-diabetes, but just the talk of it.
Yeah.
No one questioned it. It came
Mind's
in
a
late
powerful
in the
thing,
text
Pat.
chain. No one questioned it.
It's true.
No one called him out
It's
on it.
really
I thought about it
true,
all
Wes.
day.
Wes, there's this
All
whole
day I was thinking
actually,
about it.
there's this whole new thing on Netflix about how the mind is so powerful too.
I've
For
manifested myself into
longevity.
terrible
Yeah.
situations.
Yeah.
Right.
I
We gotta-
believe
we
he
got-
could have. I believe he could have mentally got himself into some bubble guts.
Right.
Easily.
It's possible.
Easily. It's possible.
We got to work our way into some positive, mental energy. But yeah, it's possible
Yeah.
to do the bubble guts for sure.
Boy, I'm thinking thin.
Mhm. How's that working?
I'm just gonna manifest it.
Boy, I'm poor.
Yeah.
I
Don't do that.
am
Don't do that one.
a rich man.
Got itchy palms.
Wes is looking at his bank accounts.
So we talked about yesterday on yesterday's show, the flight, Delta flight coming out of the hub. I'm a Delta loyalist, leaving Atlanta. That's the hub. Going over there to Barcelona, I believe. That's where it was going. And someone took a shit on it. Will played a great video of a pilot saying that there's a biohazard situation on the plane and they're going to have to emergency land because someone diarrheaed, explosive diarrhea everywhere on the plane.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The
Daily
FAA
Loud.
clip, the audio clip was out right away, right?
it's pretty great.
Yeah.
The Daily Loud shared this story on Twitter. Okay, it did really well. Someone tagged a guy named Zansby Swanson. Okay, someone said, I think Zansby's little brother was on that flight. And Zansby posted a photo of the plane that had to ground, right after. So it's like, I guess he was leaving. The video also could be from people cleaning the plane. I'm not sure. You guys be the judge. Here it is.
Oh, this is gross. This is gonna be gross.
It's just paper towels all over the diarrhea.
No, I saw
mean,
a
it
big puddle
really
of brown.
Is
All over the plane, dude.
Oh yeah, it's straight down the center aisle. That part was correct. I mean, we obviously from the description, you knew he was running to the back of the plane.
Go back to
let's
the
count
big
the
puddle
aisles.
of brown.
Let's count the aisles. So right here, first aisle, we can see there's a towel covering what clearly is diarrhea. So that's 1, 2,
Didn't have enough towels, dude.
3.
Oh,
there's
Ooh,
the
that's
bad
the
one.
big. Look at that.
Oh,
That's
goodness.
wow.
That one didn't need a towel. Are you
5.
kidding me? Oh, there's a huge one under there.
6,
Oh my goodness.
7,
Oh man.
Jesus.
How much weight did this guy lose?
8 aisles.
That's like a 2-pound,
Oh,
pounder maybe.
easily multiple pounds. Yeah,
It's a lot of
According to
diarrhea.
that'll get you grounded. That's gonna land you.
that'll ground you, especially if you're high, like like Zanby Swanson's little brother, who apparently had just taken an edible beforehand. The plane was in the air for about an hour before it happened. And little Zansby, according to a Twitter user named Ned Schneebly, shout out Groundhog Day. That's Schneebly. No, Schneebly's. I'm sorry. Shout out School Rock. Had taken an
Ned
edible
Ryerson.
before. Yeah, Ned
Nice.
Ryerson.
Needle nose Ned.
Needle nose Ned. And we'd taken an edible. It was kicking in, and he was trying not to laugh, I guess, while the passengers were disgusted.
Dude, that's awesome. That for him, that's kind of hilarious. Like it would probably hit him harder, the smell, but also at the same time, way funnier. Right.
So
It's
here's
way funnier.
I guess Ned Schneebly is Zansby's little brother who was on the plane. But this is Zansby's tweet explaining. He said, pretty much how Ned explained it. Haven't laughed harder than his phone call to me at midnight to explain why he was still in America. He said it was the funniest thing he's ever experienced.
He's high and just laughing his ass off.
Definitely hilarious. On the
That's
edible.
amazing.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Did they ever? Did was anybody able ever to identify the person? Did they put the bag over their head to conceal their
We
identity?
don't need to identify the person. No, that this was pretty much the extent of it. Whoever took
Any
that video,
description of
you got to think about the majority of people on a plane. Will they don't want to be coming forward on social media to document the diarrhea, right? The one guy that was stoned out of his ass, who seems like he's 24, he's an outlier.
Can confirm Ned's experience because when Will and I were dual shitting in the Cracker Barrel or whatever the buffet place, Golden Corral, and the guy diarrheaed and he was trying to get into both of our stalls, be like, ugh, and we're like, someone's in here each time, and then I got out first and had to walk over his diarrhea. And then when Will and I went home to tell you guys, the next time we got high, we couldn't stop laughing. I mean, it was just, I get it.
Yeah, and
funny.
I mean. It's shocking and hilarious. Like one time I was on a red eye and the girl across the aisle from me, she had like a night terror or something and she diarrheaed her pants.
That's
funny. And then you saw it
yesterday.
You saw it full on. You saw it full on, poof, just a full splatter stain on the back when she got up to go out of the plane. It was wild stuff. It was like she woke up like right before the landing. It was crazy.
She didn't say anything?
Nah, she just like chewed it for a while, being a little bit weird in her seat, and then you saw why when she went.
Was I snoring?
Deep plane.
It was you who chewed it. Well, it was you and the rest of the people on the plane. Let's be honest.
You can go ahead. You go ahead to everyone.
Yeah, my bag's in the back. Go ahead.
She got off in order. I was surprised by that.
She got off in order?
Yeah.
I respect that.
There was two things she could have done: rush off or wait until everyone left.
I think she tried to. I think she decided to just hope that it wasn't a full-on shart and never check, and then
try to disappear to the seat.
That's really the move. Ignorance is bliss in that case. Because you could go the Indian or Pakistani man move, who pops up and grabs his bag like he's literally on a flight,
and then sticks his butthole in your nose level.
Right, and then
the guys who stand up earlier just have their assholes in the people's sitting down's face.
I get that it might be like that over there, but you're here now, man.
Yeah.
You don't need to clutch your bag. No one's going to take it from you.
Yeah, don't rush to the aisles.
No.
We got some disturbing international news, guys. Foreign policy stuff. Vladimir Putin, whose listed height is 5'7", and Kim Jong-un, whose listed height also 5'7", will meet eye to eye this month to discuss the possibility of Russia, of supplying Russia, with more weaponry for its war in Ukraine and other military cooperation. This, according to American allied officials. What?
What is Kim Jong-un going to provide? Missiles
what does he
that
have?
Go 4 feet?
Right, exactly. Let's not worry about that. Let's look at pictures of them together and make a determination of who.
It was a whore meeting. Let's be honest. It was a
trade.
It was a whore trade meeting. Yeah.
Pat, I think their listing is pretty accurate. They seem about equal height.
Yeah, that's close.
But
5'7".
Kim's got the flat top, dude, which is just such a wild card.
But you don't get the inch of the flat top. I feel like top of the head, top of the bald head, they're pretty spot on.
Pretty dead on.
So they're both 5'5".
KJU may have a centimeter on them.
Okay, so a lot of people are. It's great. There's a lot of websites discussing their height because they're both little men. Not that that's a little man size. It's okay if you're that height. I just mean that if you're a world leader and you're a dick and you're that height, there might be a correlation. Napoleonic. Right, people say.
Yeah.
People are also saying maybe they're 5'6", okay? But I'm really excited for them to get together.
They're not 5'7".
Just like
They're
Trump's
not
not 215, they're not 5'7".
Right.
Exactly. But I think maybe when they're standing together, we'll be able to have a really true determination of who, in fact, is taller.
From a window, Putin looks like he's 300 feet when you're falling
That's
out
right.
of it. When you're
That's
looking
right.
up at him.
Yeah, it looks like he's in heaven.
Yeah, he looks like a monster.
Right. Do you think that Kim Jong-un has the balls to wear platform shoes to this meeting? And then
100%.
Yes.
He's the biggest liar in the world, Will. He'll do what it takes.
He's got to watch out for windows.
Will's wondering if Kim Jong-un would wear platform shoes.
You cross Putin like that. You cross Putin like that. I mean,
there's a good chance he's going to have his engineers try to develop some sort of hover mechanism for him, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You saw what happened
with
to
skirted shoes.
He might have a horse trying to stretch him before.
He might have another person's feet on his own.
That's true.
Yeah.
Nice feet.
Oh, you got tall feet.
Get someone that looks like me that's tall.
Yeah.
What size are your
Give
feet?
me your feet. Give me those feet, you.
Good.
Ah,
He might swap feet with some dude.
Yeah.
very interesting feet.
he conscripts
Don't
the
put it past
largest
him.
feet in the country.
I think he probably would stoop to platform shoes for sure.
Oh, he would do anything, bro. I got to tell you, he travels so dope, though. Okay, he travels by armored train when he goes to Russia. He went there in 2019. This is a fantastic
horror
dictator.
train.
Putin travels too.
Windowless. Yeah.
Armored
Didn't they say that
horror
first
train.
COVID scare? They're like, Kim Jong-un's dying, and it turned out he just was on an island with whores. He's like, I'm fine.
Or island.
Yeah, he's on a train with
Or
horse.
train-
He
yeah,
was on
train-
his iron.
And a
Yeah,
yacht
island
too.
train.
And a yacht.
Yeah.
He had
Yeah.
a yacht and a train, right? He had
Dude,
both.
I
He likes to
guarantee
be
you,
moving with whores.
it was a
he does.
Snowpiercer inspired horror excursion. I guarantee.
He's
it.
probably
He was
his
a
dad
movie
was
guy.
obsessed with movies, right? So is he?
He is too.
is it
Whore
the-
train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has the largest cinema collection in the world.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
My whore's on the move.
Yeah.
No COVID.
Go back to the other car.
We outrun COVID.
I mean, the
Running,
Oons have made a pretty sweet life for themselves. You make
yeah,
yourself
true.
just a dictator over
Yeah,
there.
no one
and-
else, but they got it pretty good.
They hate
Yeah,
us
they
as
have it
hate
great.
us.
No, nothing for anybody else. But I mean,
Guys, in other news, some Russian propagandist threatened a nuclear attack on America again, which happens monthly on Russia's state TV. Not important. Not important, apparently.
Pat, did you see that that the assassination attempt on the Russian general? They tried to blow him up with his own cell phone. That happened.
Well, did you notice that Nancy Mace
Really?
said when she was on the show that they decapitated him?
Oh,
Did you guys
that was
pick up on that?
Prigozhin. She said that they put the bomb in a crate of
in
wine,
the wine crate, yeah, that's
and
what
that
I-
and then he got decapitated.
afterwards.
Right, as a result. Maybe
Oh, as a
maybe he was
result,
leaning. I think maybe
explosion.
he was leaning over the wine. He's like,
Right.
some wine for Prigozhin, and then he got
COVID will never get
It
us.
says
up here.
Prigozhin.
yeah.
Oh, Nostrovia.
Guess they knew he liked his wine.
Yeah, well,
Likes
yeah.
his wine.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I guess he's gonna survive, but I just don't understand the Putin. He's just taking out all of his.
He
leaders.
takes him out. Don't fuck with him.
Yeah.
Who's going to survive?
Why
You're
don't you
okay?
call me?
The general who I guess they tried to blow him up via a bomb in his cell phone or something. Jackson, maybe you can look into that for me. But yeah, he's gonna survive apparently, but he almost blew his head off.
Prigozhin?
There you go.
No, not
Robocall
a
is
different general.
Yeah.
Oh,
Different
okay.
general.
Okay,
Different
different.
general.
Yeah,
Let's
well,
get
I
to the
mean-
top story of the day,
He's chopping heads. Yeah, he's.
or also known as.
The cream of the crop!
Okay, I love a story like this, guys, because there's not a lot of details, but it has to do with one of my favorite places in America, New Jersey. I was born there. I spent the last 3 years there begrudgingly, and my first 10 years there. Lots of funky stuff happens from New Jersey. In fact, one of the best stories we ever covered, the phony deli.
Yeah.
That was clearly
Yeah.
some sort of money laundering stock scam.
China.
We got something pretty good, guys. Okay, here we go. Here's what we know. A New Jersey man's under arrest tonight after a series of hilarious pranks to him left a few pool owners mad in a wet hen. Okay, Patrick J. Spina. IV is the fourth, right? The fourth.
Yes.
He goes by Pat Spina. He owns New Jersey Comfort Solutions Heating and Cooling in Galloway Township, New Jersey. It's an HVAC company. He spent his Labor Day flying the old drone around. He's 45. We got a 45-year-old drone operator. You know the type. You know the type.
Cool type.
Hobbyist.
Perfect. Oh, hobbyist.
Hobbyist.
Maybe he's a wedding videographer.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a wedding videographer, right? No,
Sure.
Wes, this is a drone with a payload, Wes. This is a drone that can carry something. And what was Pat Spina carrying?
Tell me he was
carrying
dropping turds.
A chemical called sea dye, okay?
Whoa.
And he was dropping that chemical sea dye in area pools, turning them neon green or the color of raver pee.
I mean, that's
Whoa.
Like a
That's
glow
awesome.
stick color, yeah.
There you go.
that's a pretty funny prank, man. That's
Looked like my pizza the other night.
Yep.
Maybe it was the thought of the pizza that gave me bubble guts. I don't know.
Yeah.
it could have been
that,
that
yeah.
too.
Pizza
Could have been the
pretty rough.
pizza that you ate.
Yeah. I
after
think that
Mark's
gave
at
you bubble
Domino's.
guts, the thought of the pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
Pat, is
What do you think
this
it did to me?
is this harmful to the pool at all? Because if not,
That's
kinda
harmful to the
funny.
pool. Well, look,
Oh,
you can go to
no.
patthepoolboy.com, and I detail it in
no.
great depth on my
Oh,
Pat
really?
the Pool Boy blog. Sea dye, which is a
Fantastic.
chemical used for rescues at sea, right? You might have it. You might have it in your boat in case you get lost at sea. You crack.
Hey,
some
I'm
sea
here.
dye
I'm
open.
here. I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. It absolutely stained and ruined the concrete of
Wow.
the pools that he dropped it in. And Pat Spina targeted at least the Quality Inn Motel outside of Atlantic City, New Jersey, for whatever reason, and a bunch of other pools in the area.
I think we know why he didn't have a quality experience.
Pat's only comment was, "It was a prank. I was pranking him."
Gotcha.
He scrubbed himself from social media. Apparently, they found the drone. They tracked it back. The FAA and the New Jersey State Police tracked it back to Pat Spina's HVAC warehouse or wherever he HQs out of when he does his pranks. There seems to be no rhyme or
He
reason, but
flew it straight back to the business, huh?
100%.
He didn't go to like a field or something. He just flew right back to his business.
But the news right now is essentially saying, if your pool turned neon green over Labor Day weekend, contact the New Jersey State Police. So no telling how many people you did this to, no telling why.
Got him.
Yeah, got him.
I mean, it's a great prank.
Got him.
He probably didn't think that that it would stain the tubs, but
Well, how long was
funny
how long
ass
was the
prank.
drone?
I mean,
How long was the drone hovering above after he dropped it? Where he's just chuckling, the drone's just
Yeah,
kinda, like
yeah.
shaking.
boom.
I don't know. I guess so. August 13th is when they started investigating this. So he's been doing it for about a month. And I guess he dropped it in the Quality Inn in Galloway.
Just
And
getting all the sea dye.
I don't know, man. I guess you can probably get it from like if you like a
Maritime
marine
store.
store.
Yeah, it's probably
Maritime
pretty
store,
easy.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's been watching so many of those Ukrainian bombing videos with it.
Right,
you
he
know, that
wanted
they
to-
used yeah.
Yep.
He wanted some of that action.
right. But I mean, look at these images of sea dye. Holy shit! I mean, like, it's if you go to the same store and keep buying sea dye, it would raise a few eyebrows. The packaging and like the what it does, like. You know, like how like if you go to CVS and buy a bunch of products to make meth, like this guy's buying a bunch of sea dye.
I mean, if you bought like 10 packs,
fuck.
yeah, exactly. That guy will sell it. And also if you bought like 10 packs, he could just be like, "Oh, I work for a company. We need them." Blah blah blah.
I'm pranking people.
Yeah, dude. I
Yeah.
feel like you could like, what's that fucking marine store like Sperrier Marine or it's a brand name. If you ever go to a place that's got a lake, there's like a store that's just in the
Yeah,
strip.
like I got a operation going on. People get lost, you know, potentially, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't have to
Sea
explain
dye.
yourself. Just
Yeah.
buy a bunch of
12 sea dyes, please. No questions.
You go to any marina, they'll have it.
Yeah.
I think you do need to explain yourself because this guy got charged with a bunch of counts of criminal mischief.
Now for what he used it with. But yeah, I mean, at the store, nobody's gonna stop you.
Oh, you can buy it on Amazon.
Can you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Boom.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
Ship
there
it
you
straight
go.
to you. Also, thank you
That's
to
a good prank.
producer Eric and intern Jackson. It is FBS Major General Yuri Afandeski So that had the
Was he
phone
missing half his head now?
explode in his face.
Yeah,
Yuri,
probably what
I fucking can't hear you ski anymore.
It happened to a dozen homeowners over the summer.
Damn. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a funny prank if you do it once, but what's his problem?
Well, he can't have made. I mean, like, do you think a dozen people made him mad, or he just thinks it's fucking hilarious? I think he thinks it's just hilarious.
He
But
thinks it's hilarious.
Yeah.
he
more
was
to
just
come on
pranking.
it.
He was just pranking. He didn't.
Just a
He didn't.
prank.
I think this look, the fourth. I mean, he's just having. He's having
Well,
some
his
trouble.
kid, the fifth, looks totally normal. But Pat Spina has scrubbed all images of himself off the internet, but his kid's still out there.
He's just upset in the third, the second, and the first.
Oh, you can get a gallon of it for 35. I mean, you could
buy
probably do
as
so
many
many drops.
gallons as you want.
But how does that prank? How's it still funny after like the sixth time? You think he's like driving around the neighborhood to see if there's a commotion in the street?
Oh yeah, he's loving
What's
it
going
when people
on?
are checking out the neon green pools. He thinks it's so
He's
fucking
watching the
funny.
news, bro.
Because he gets real high and then he looks at all the pools that are green and he's like, yeah, that's my work.
God.
Okay.
Did someone pee in the pool? Someone must have peed in the pool. Gross.
Look
Look
at
what
that,
I've
West.
done.
I think Wes onto it. It's like he's
at him not
inspired. He's inspired by Drone War 1, and he just had to.
Yeah.
He had to drop
Dude,
some.
dropping shit from drones is cool. Sorry, it is. Like it's got to be fun to have a camera and watch whatever you're dropping.
All right,
like,
Wes.
if you
Wes,
did like a
watch out.
balloon landing on someone's head with like even like whipped cream in it. That'd be funny, right?
All
That's
right.
a good.
Yeah,
prank.
I mean, it
Yeah.
would be hilarious, Wes. Now we have to watch out and make sure that you don't get arrested for this.
Sure. Also approaching mid-40s drone owner Wes.
There you go.
Next time
Couple
Mark's
more
out in his
years.
backyard, I'm gonna get my drone out in that neighborhood.
Yes.
Drop something on me.
Yeah, drop something right on your head.
Yeah, try to hit Mark when he's in the baby pool.
Yeah,
It'd be like no harm, no foul.
Yeah.
Water balloons while he's in the baby pool. Yeah.
Drop a Domino's pizza on me.
There you have it. Guys, it's been 7 months since we've had an NFL game. That's absolutely insane. But
Changes soon.
that is over because the NFL season's here. And DraftKings Sportsbook, which is an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is giving you a can't-miss offer for just 1 week. So listen up. Get your pen and your pad, okay, or your notes app out. This week, new customers to DraftKings can get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 on any NFL game. What? $5 down? That's nothing. $200 instantly. Bonus bets? Insane. DraftKings is hooking everyone up with
Totally
game day
insane.
greatness. All customers can take advantage of 2 new offers every
Doing it right
single game day this September. Check the app to see what you get. So pretty simple. Download DraftKings now. Use code HARDFACTOR, one word. You know the name of the show, Hard Factor, one word. Deposit the $5, Hard Factor. Put the code in, okay, to sign up. New customers can take home $200 in bonus bets instantly just for betting $5. Code Hard Factor. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official betting partner of the NFL. The crown is yours. Real quick, gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction, void in Ontario. See dkng.com. .co/football for eligibility, terms, and responsible gambling resources. Bonus bets expire every 7 days after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. So DraftKings, code Hard Factor, $5 down. Get your bonus bets.
You guys see Travis Kelce's probably out Thursday night.
Saw that.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, hyperextend his knee at practice. Oof.
Yeah, it's tough.
Good for the Lions. Maybe
Tough for
wait to make
Kelce.
that. Maybe wait to see what that line does before you bet that one.
True.
Yeah.
Good tip, Mark. Good tip.
Yeah.
Hot tip.
Yeah. All right. I've got a new segment for you today
How's
called
Folk doing? Is he doing pretty
How's
good?
what?
Folk.
The kicker.
Yeah, the kicker. How's he
Oh,
doing?
he's straight as an arrow. He's kicking it right straight through the damn uprights.
Yeah,
Straight
that's
through the
what I
damn right uprights, Wes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. He's doing great. Yeah.
And them Broncos.
Yeah. New
Think
coach
he's
Sean
going to turn the
Payton.
tide? Is Will Lutz the kicker or is Folk the kicker for the Broncos?
I don't know.
Lutz is a new kicker on a team too.
Yeah, I thought Folk went to the. Oh, no, Folk kicker.
There you go.
You did two kickers. You did Lutz and Folk.
Yeah, I can't remember who went where. No, he went.
Well,
He went to the Titans. You're right. Will's right. Lutz went to the Broncos.
Lutz.
Okay.
Lots of points. Right. Let's go.
So.
Let's go. As for the
Yeah.
Broncos.
Yeah.
I got a new segment for you today called They Should Have Seen That One Coming. We're headed to Chicago for the first one, home of Pat Cassidy, the Windy City. Yeah, the Windy City, the home of the original skyscrapers, not New York. That's Chicago. The Chicago Bulls, the Cubs, the White Sox, the Bears, and probably some hockey team there. Italian beefs, deep dish pizza, the L, and what?
Crime.
Yeah.
Crime.
Yeah.
And it was the latter that was being investigated by a local news team, Spanish language station Univision Chicago, who was robbed at gunpoint by three men in ski masks when they were setting up a 5 a.m. investigation piece on a string of robberies in the area.
Huh.
They were in
So
the right place. Yeah.
yeah. Should have seen that coming, huh?
The irony.
Seen that coming.
Should have seen that one coming. Confirmed right place, wrong time. So yeah, I guess it's kind of like the Blair Witch Project when they were like, oh, let's go investigate the Blair Witch, and then they found her.
Yeah. Right. That's life imitates art, as they say, Mark. Yeah.
Right. Like, let's go to the place that the robberies have been happening, and they got robbed at gunpoint.
Why can't they just do like the from the van shots of the hotbed of robberies, and then just do the report from the studio with the van shots? Was that possible, or
they thought their expensive cameras would deter the robbers?
They were trying to go man on the street in the robbery hotbed. Okay.
Hey, you sir with the ski mask, have you been robbing? You have. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just take the camera. Don't shoot.
What neighborhood was it in, Mark? I feel like it was in a nice ass neighborhood too, maybe.
It's called the West Town. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where the new Barstool office is. Maybe that's pretty close to where we are.
West Town community. Quote, they were approached with guns and robbed. Mainly it was personal items, and they took the camera, said Luis Godinez, the vice president of the Univision Chicago news station. They were filming about robberies in West Town, and that piece that they were filming was slated to run on the morning news that morning. They were like, it's like 4:45 a.m. They were setting up their shot. It never ran, though, because the footage was stolen along with the camera.
Yeah, I'm in West Town.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your neighborhood, huh, Pat? Wow.
String of robberies there. Yeah.
Just checked.
Oh no. Yeah. Okay.
How close is Pat to this robbery? Let's find out.
Where did it happen exactly?
Yeah, what street, Mark?
What's
Google
the corner?
It's just at West Town community.
Can you walk there, Pat?
Yeah, you want to go do an investigation
Yeah,
piece?
Pat could you interview the guy in the ski mask, see what he's got to say?
Bro, I went to the fucking 7-Eleven.
Don't bring a Univision camera. Yeah.
A neighborhood I cannot afford to live in, and I got a fountain drink and a candy bar, and the guy saw the fountain drink, and he goes, don't worry about that, just a candy bar. And I said, well, that's not a good sign.
Like hide the candy bar?
No, like I'm not going to charge you for the fountain drink guy I've never seen in my 7-Eleven before. Because here's what I know about shitty 7-Elevens. The guys who run them don't give a shit about charging you for fountain drinks. That's what they don't care about, because it's not worth their fucking time, because they'd rather not get hassled for it. And that 7-Eleven was rough, bro.
So
maybe you get free fountain new customer and wanted your return business.
Free fountain drink, though. You don't see. There's no, but I mean, you get the free.
I'm
drink.
never going back there.
You deserve the free drink. You're about to get robbed. The second you step out, you're gonna get robbed.
You'd get my loyalty for life. Yeah, I would.
No chance.
Seems like a good thing.
Free fountain drink.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow, pal.
Yeah.
Nope.
Back. Hey, just the candy bar? You start repeating it to him.
Hey, what's your name?
Yeah. Hey, what's your...
Nope. Get out of here.
So the robbers have not been caught, and they got to go home and laugh at the footage. They got to go home and laugh at the footage of the news people being like, "We're here in West Town, where a string of robberies. Oh my God!
Don't hurt us! Don't hurt us!" Yeah, that's got to be
hilarious. Laugh at their work, at their handiwork. Turns out the Univision team should have seen that one coming. You know who else should have seen that one coming is everyone in New York City when they saw Jared Leto park his bicycle by the side of a building. They should have seen him scaling a wall was coming because that's his new trend. He just scales walls everywhere he goes. That's him in Barcelona.
Climber.
That's in Barcelona, if you remember, or Berlin, Germany. Here he is in New York this week. He just started scaling the wall of a building.
Look at that. He also has 2 up arrows tattooed on his calves. It's like
Which
a whole
is
thing.
Sick.
It's
like
a sign,
whole-
Will, that's he's letting you know where he's going.
Yep, that's right.
Right.
Up the side of the wall.
He's like a TV wall mount.
Yeah.
Is he portraying like a Yosemite climber in his next movie or something? Are they
No,
making
he's portraying an insane person.
yeah.
How
Real
high up
life
does he
elf
get?
on a shelf. Yeah.
Well, in Berlin, he got like 20 feet. In New York, you can see he didn't get too far. Here he is. What he does is he rides his bike or whatever around like a weirdo, and then he sees a building, and then he's like, "Oh my god, I have to scale it."
Yeah.
He stops. He looks at the building from afar, and then he goes up to it and just starts climbing it in front of people.
He's like, "You want me to climb you, don't you?"
Yeah, exactly.
Look,
I guess it could have been the alternative. Could be aggressive towards women. I think he's taking it out on the building. Yeah.
No shame on rocking your own merch. I love that. I love rocking our merch, but we're not famous. He's really famous, and he's rocking a 30 Seconds to Mars fanny pack.
This is your problem with what he's doing. The fanny
That's
pack?
ironic, though, Pat.
Yeah.
Is that
not
ironic?
not the fact that he just started
think so.
scaling a disgusting building in public?
The up arrows, fuck, bro. I mean, like, if you're gonna get up arrows on your calves and you're a building climber, I'm with you. I'm with you, bro. That's commitment.
Yeah, might want to wash his hands. That's everyone should have seen that one coming. Last one that we should have seen coming. Joe Jonas should have seen this coming. Joe Jonas filed for divorce from hot Game of Thrones star Sophie Turner. He just was never able to look her in the eyes, so he couldn't see it coming because she's about 9 inches taller than him.
Yeah. So did they give
So
a reason?
soon.
So
The reason was because she likes to party and he's short.
Who is this? Who is that person?
One of the Jonas brothers,
Who's the tall chick?
Sophie Turner. She's
Sophie
a hot-
Turner.
Turner,
It,
bro.
it always
Game
struck
of
me
Thrones,
as
the hot Stark daughter.
it always struck me as even though he's a
Sansa?
Jonas brother, he was punching up with that one.
Oh, I see.
Oh, it was right at my Lowe's. That's where the robbery took place at the
See where she is.
Lowe's that I go to.
Ooh, the
Oh, no.
robbery. Ooh. Yeah, it was a great for short kings that Joe Jonas landed Sophie Turner, who's way taller than him. But then all the pictures coming out now with the divorce, not so great. She's towering over him like she's Ginny Thomas.
Yeah, and looks unhappy too in
Yeah.
a lot of these photographs. And
Right.
She's 5'9".
She looks unsatisfied, doesn't she?
Yes.
you'd have to say, Wes. I mean, that's the look.
That's the look of you tried.
Well, in that one, she's happy there, but that's early. Have you seen some of the later photographs? I mean, she's really giving us.
That's a pity smile.
Look, he's looking at her chin. He can't even see her eyes.
I feel like those Jonas boys have
Lower your
like,
head, Sophie.
they have like a Hanson level of commitment, right? Like I feel like if they get married, they stick. This is a big
man.
shakeup.
Not
for
this
for-
one.
And intern Jackson reports they just had a kid like a year ago. So whoa,
Dang.
big shakeup.
Well, who knows how tall that kid could be? It could be a range between 5'3" and 7'4".
Right,
mean-
real crapshoot.
Yeah.
I don't know about the 3 Jonas brothers or the bonus Jonas, but I think they're all still married.
Well, the most famous one married the hot chick. What's her, the hot Indian lady?
The hot one, yeah, hell yeah.
The hot
Padma.
Indian lady.
That's
No,
so like a
not
pop
Padma.
star.
Not Padma.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a little older, isn't she?
Kevin Jonas?
No, how do you pronounce her knife? It's like Priyanka Chopra.
Danielle okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter. Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah. No, I know, but he should have seen it coming if he could have, but he's too short.
Right. It's too short.
He never saw her coming, you know?
Yeah, I know. He was, where are you?
Yeah.
Move down an inch. Move down 7 inches.
He more walked right into this one.
Looking up at her is like looking up at
He
Putin.
should have seen
honestly.
coming. Yeah.
It's over.
All right. Guys, what do you know about the Great Wall of China? Anything?
It's a lot longer than Mark thinks it is.
Yeah, I found out it's about 150 times longer than I thought it was. It's like 13,000 miles or something.
Yeah.
I was like, is it 100 miles longer?
Yeah. 13,170 miles.
It's long, yeah.
That's long. Wes. Real
Yeah.
long.
Took about 2,000 years to build. It's the greatest cultural icon that China has. Maybe perhaps the world has. I mean, it is a feat of well, what's a greater cultural icon than the Great Wall of China?
Pyramids.
I think Egypt's got
all right. Okay. All right.
Those are the most impressive, like
second
wonders of the world, right?
Man, hold on 1 second. Our fucking
a lot longer to build.
Our fact checker intern Jackson is just spewing falsehoods that you can see it from space. That's a rumor, Jackson. That's a myth. Jackson.
No, you can see it from space.
I'm googling it now.
You absolutely can see it from space.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up.
It's a myth.
I'm gonna look
Pat,
that up.
do you want to
dummy.
apologize to intern Jackson?
No, you can see it. You can see parts of it.
Intern Jackson want
It's
to
a myth.
apologize to me.
Pat's right.
You can't see that from space.
Oh, not unless you have 10-10 vision, 10-5 vision.
How far into space are we talking about?
Even low orbit, you can't see it from space. Dude.
Yeah,
that's
clear day.
Dude, the wall is like what? How tall is it? Not tall. It's just long. You can't see it from space.
It's our fact checker, man. Jackson.
Yeah, that's not good. We need a fact checker or the fact checker.
He's taking a lap of shame.
Anyway,
OnlyFans.
You know, a lot of it was built by the Ming Dynasty to keep out the Mongols, the nomadic people. They were, pillaging the villages and the people that lived at the border there in northern China, where Mongolia is.
We're going to keep you out in 700 years when this is complete.
That's right. That's right.
They'll never see it coming.
Unless they're from space.
Right. I hear they're building a wall.
Oh, okay.
We better get over there.
So a lot of the stuff people say you can see from space, you can't really see from space.
Turns out you can't.
Turns out you can't.
Why do they keep saying that?
I don't know, man.
It's so big you can see it because it sounds cool.
Yeah,
Well, no. Why
I
it is because they can zoom in and take pictures of shit from the ISS. So they say you can see it from space, but you can't really without a zoom. You need like a zoom lens, basically.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, the wall, may have been great at deterring nomadic Mongols on horseback from raiding these villages in northern China, but it's no match for today's modern technology, like excavators, which was proven recently when some construction workers, probably Mongolians, which from what I hear, they're like the Mexicans of that region, needed to get through the wall on their way to a construction project in the Shaanxi province. So
it was built to keep them out, right? Basically, the wall.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
so
if anyone's going to tear it down, it should be them. Yeah.
Yeah. So they decided to dig their one sort of, a Great Wall Panama Canal with an excavator, which would allow the rest of their construction equipment to easily get through the wall rather than go all the way around the Great Wall of China.
That's a lot of miles.
Is that an actual picture?
That's a picture of what they did. Here's a better picture that shows you.
Dude, they crushed that fucking Great Wall.
Fucked up the wall, dude.
So easily.
They fucked that wall up.
You can't see that shit from space. Look how tiny that wall is.
This is out in the
Dude,
country.
Jared Leto would be over that wall in minutes.
Oh, he could scale it instantly.
You could easily scale that.
Yeah. Police say
That Great Wall. That part of the Great Wall is pretty unimpressive.
They need another adjective for that part of the wall.
Yeah, that's out in the countryside. Yeah. Police say the culprit's 38-year-old man named Juan Gangas. So I guess he's a Mexican Mongolian. And a 55-year-old named Guadalupe Gangas were working near the affected area, which is the 32nd Great Wall, whatever that is. I guess it's a section. They decided to take matters into their own hands, and they decided to work smarter and not harder. And officers were alerted to this damage on the 24th of August after receiving reports there was a giant gap in the wall, and say that Juan and Guadalupe caused irreversible damage to the integrity of the Ming Great Wall and to the safety of the cultural relics. Now, most of the wall people don't give a fuck about. More than 30% of the Ming Wall has disappeared entirely. Only 8% of it is considered well preserved. And over the centuries, ever since it was built, farmers in the region have been taking the stones and the bricks from the wall to build houses, to build animal pens. But recently, there's been a resurgence of the preservation efforts into the wall, which makes this damage a big boo-boo, a much worse.
Well, sure, but it doesn't look like the preservation's done much to make it stand up to modern excavators, because that thing one excavator just totally smashed the Great Wall.
Destroyed the Great Wall.
This is one of those too little too late. It's like, oh, there's already too much plastic in the water. Now you want us to stop making pens with the Great Wall? Really?
He's gonna have holes in the Great Wall now.
Yeah.
I mean, how remote was the project? What do they think that like we're pretty far out here, bro? We just
very remote. I mean, you can see most of the Great Wall is remote. It's fucking.
Bro, there's nothing but Uyghurs out here. What are they gonna do?
Right. Yeah. So one excavator, you can destroy miles and miles of the wall if you want to. So they're in trouble now.
Juan Gangus is a man with a vision, but you're telling me he's arrested now?
Yeah, they're in some deep trouble because they recently decided they were going to take better care of the wall. This has now become a higher crime because of the recent efforts to preserve the wall. So
now, this is a good prank. Yeah. I don't know about the drones, but this is a good prank.
Yeah. I mean,
taking out the wall.
Juan really showed Ming, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the Chinese feel that way, but
no, it's an international incident. Will
right, the best Western pool, internationally, maybe a little bit less. Yeah, less of
quality
in
is
quality in. My
apologies. Well, let's move on. What do you guys know about the Fountain of Neptune? Anything?
That's probably a statue.
Okay,
it sounds like something Jared Leto would like be really into.
Yeah,
here it is. It is, and it's got strong elements of pedophilia, such as the naked boys seemingly grasping and groveling at Neptune's loins.
What's he doing down there?
He's right up under his penis, dude.
Right. Look, he's reaching up there for that thang. Neptune's
you shouldn't
thang.
Be down there.
You shouldn't be down there, Pat. Yeah. I don't know what they're doing down there, but again, they're right underneath of his ass. And Neptune.
Where's that at? That's tough.
That's in Florence, Italy.
Oh. Neptune doesn't seem too concerned with the kids up his ass.
He likes it. In fact, he's proud of it. He's kind of displaying it like, check out my little boys.
Yeah, and arrogant. It's kind of arrogant. It's a show of defiance from Neptune.
Who are Neptune's boys? Are they his sons? Because that would make me more comfortable with the sculpture.
Like Aquaman?
I don't know. But
I'll tell you what. When I'm in the shower and my boy tries to get underneath
probably don't.
Me, I'm like, get out from under there, man.
You don't put him right under the banus, right? Yeah.
No. Well, Neptune's Poseidon, right? Neptune is the Roman god of
the seas.
Yeah, Greek god Poseidon, Roman god Neptune, I believe. So where's the sea in this?
It's around right there. See that?
See, there's mermaids and shit.
There's mermaids, dolphins, and then there's little boys grabbing at his penis.
Okay.
Yeah. So this was built in the 16th century. It commemorated the marriage of a member of the House of Medici to the Archduchess of Austria, and it's been there in the Piazza della Signoria since 1574. And it's been vandalized over and over again. When it was first erected, the locals were bathing in it. It was once decorated for the World Cup. They painted it with an Italian flag. And in 2005,
anybody ever put the kid's hand on the dick?
No, but what you can see.
Check this out.
It moves.
Look over here.
It moves.
Dang,
is this where Kevin Spacey got his awards?
Funniest one.
Is this where they hosted the Kevin Spacey award ceremony day?
Spacey in Florence, yeah.
Here, as you can see, in 2005, someone did rip off Neptune's right hand, perhaps to prevent him from molesting the children that were beneath his loins. Yeah,
should have got both of those hands.
Hey, what he's doing is not right. All right,
I'm off too.
I'm gonna get up there and do something about this, man.
And now, this week, a German tourist climbed the fountain to get a selfie, which has been happening a lot in Italy. These tourists are vandalizing the Colosseum. A lot. So here's a video of him breaching the fountain pool, climbing onto Neptune to get a selfie with probably his penis, I would imagine, because it's it's a big penis just standing there in the middle of a square. And he broke off a piece of marble, and now is going to be fined $5,400. He's a German tourist.
Yeah, he as soon as he broke the thing off, he got the fuck out of there quick.
Does he?
Cheap, dog.
That's pretty. Does he get to keep the marble for that price, Wes? I mean, that's kind of.
I don't think so. There's the picture of him with the selfie, and he got the selfie. I mean, it's a pretty cool selfie if you're. Picture if you're up there. The mayor Dario Nardella said the tourist has seen fit to go up to Neptune for a selfie. Luckily, no damage. The alarm system worked, but there was damage. Thanks to the cameras of the municipality, he has been identified and will pay a hefty fine. There is no justification against the vandalism of cultural heritage. So, $5,400 later.
I can see why the Italians are like pissed off at non-Italians that coming in and like breaking all their shit.
Yeah. Here's the kid scribbling "I love my girlfriend" into the Coliseum or whatever the fuck he wrote.
Right.
There was the Americans that drove the scooter down the Spanish Steps in Rome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ship the steps.
Yeah. People are fucking up statues and sites in Italy, man. They don't give a fuck right now. So they're on high alert. So, but be careful, you get a big fine. They're not fucking
That
around
statue,
anymore.
though, you can see why people would go after it. It's a little, like you say, Wes. It has some energy that a lot of folks are going to find offensive.
It's a pilgrimage.
Hey, quick, send the kids up there. Get our kids up there underneath them.
Go reach for it, son.
Yeah.
Pretend like you're reaching for it.
Damn.
Yeah, that statue could be removed probably.
Especially knowing what the Romans did with little boys. Yeah, that statue.
Or
I mean,
just add a plaque that says those those are his kids.
Yeah,
like
sure
of all the cancel culture in the world, they never canceled any of the Roman statues of grown men with little boys.
Look, Neptune was a bad dude. Okay, on the plaque.
Doesn't the Sistine Chapel have like pedophilia all over it?
Right,
like, naked little cherubs,
naked little cupids.
Yeah. So maybe we kind of jump the shark on which
naked
things
little
needed to be canceled first, because that seems
shooting arrows at boys, and the boys
seems
fall
pretty bad,
with the men.
right? Like,
Ooh, got him. He fell down.
It's disgusting.
Shit. Bathhouses, as said, bathhouses.
Vomitoriums. I mean, they partied a little too hard with little boys. Okay, you guys, we ready to move on to the last one? The dirty dogs.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Dirty dogs come in all shapes and sizes, fellas. Like the one who made OnlyFans and now rakes in close to $500 million annually off the profits just to himself. Pretty nice for that dirty dog. And other dirty dogs who may wear a uniform to work. You know, a lot of dirty dogs potentially in those professions.
Cutting out well
before. Have you met some dirty dogs that wear a uniform to work?
Dirty dogs that wear a uniform to work. Oh yeah.
Every service person I've ever met.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. There can be some dirty dogs in there. And thanks to Ivan in Texas and Big Fudge for sending these in. I think those guys have worn some uniforms in their day. First up, a cop in Prince George's County, Maryland, is under investigation after this video I'm about to show you got released to the internet via TikTok. And I need you guys to please narrate this. Let me turn the volume down before I put it on, because the guys who filmed it were speaking Spanish. And so we're going to need translators for the listeners. Here it is. Please explain what's happening in the video.
He's really patting her down.
Look, he's kissing her.
Yeah. So it's a cop. He's at his police cruiser. And
you arresting her? Is he arresting
Who's
that
that?
prostitute?
That is not an arrest, bro. He's got his arm around her. He kissed her, then he's got his arm around her back, and he's leading her to the back seat without cuffs on. And he's joining her in the back seat.
County.
She was wearing a short skirt.
Oh, there's kids running around in the foreground.
Yeah.
She was wearing that prostitute spandex material.
Yeah.
And he's about to get blown back there. Yeah.
He's getting blown right now.
Yeah. They go into the back seat together, as Mark said, shut the door. And I bet he's bumping some Bad Bunny in there, and enjoying himself.
What an idiot. He did it right in broad daylight in a park with many witnesses.
Yeah, with kids right around. This guy is so hilarious looking. This huge jacked up cop right here.
Yeah.
Look at him just so excited to get in the car.
We're sure this isn't like a porn.
Maybe he's filming one himself. I don't know. But the officer, Prince George's West. So many folks from the area may be not surprised. The officer has been identified as Francesco Marlette, and he's been placed on leave. And the man filming this video, Nelson Ochoa, says that the two sped off in different directions after spending about 30 to 45 minutes in the car together. So
long time.
Car shaking a little bit.
Yeah, so they obviously, what they did. Yeah. They got, like Wes said,
they do.
They started with the.
Why would he fuck in a public park like that? What a moron!
Was that
Officer
Sins? Officer Johnny Sins? Was that?
He looks like Johnny Sins, right?
Let's go to a crowded spot. What do you say?
Yeah, he's a dumbass. But name like Francesco, it's a little hard to blame him, right? Because he's gonna have some machismo. He's gonna have a high motor, if you will, with that kind of a name. But he's got to control it in front of the kids, right? I mean,
yeah, not in the playground.
Come on,
not in the playground.
Yeah, I mean, like it's tough when you're filmed at work. When your job also happens to be to stop prostitution, picking up a prostitute, and then the kids run in front of the foreground of the camera, and it sounds like a sound design artist in a movie programmed in a playground scene. I mean, like,
True.
Yeah.
Live comment Casey says it's the excitement of possibly getting caught. And
yeah, Mama C's right, but that's not the that's not the possibility of getting caught. That's getting caught when you do it in front of 100 people.
I want to get fired, baby.
I think he probably started with the thrill of the possibility of getting caught, and then he wasn't enough.
Get me fired.
Yeah. Roll down the windows.
Off.
Fire
off, King.
Yeah.
Well, Francesco, like that's the worst thing you can hear is like your wife's like, I have a new massage therapist. His name is Francesco.
Yeah, pass.
Oh yeah, you know what's happening.
You're not going back to him. Yeah,
you know what's happening. But come on, cool it around the kids, Francesco.
He's gay, right? No. Shit.
Not gay.
How gay is he? What's his husband's name?
Let me see him fuck his husband.
Yeah. I want to go to dinner right now with him and his husband in here.
Yeah, have over for dinner.
Real quick before we move on to the next dirty dog, but kind of a dirty dog himself, James England took second out of 64 teams, boys. Got big ass rings.
His boy, what was it, baseball tournament?
Big tournament.
Big tournament?
Okay, I think it was like a national tournament.
Man.
Hardo Hive.
Nice.
Winning tourneys. Nice. Well, silver out of 64 is pretty fucking good.
bad.
And finally, a dirty dog who's actually just a bit of a trickster in the end. Pierce County, Washington sheriff's deputy. This is what he looks like. He was tasked with finding some kids in the woods after they stole a car and ran away from the car that had its tires flattened by the road spikes. So they stole it. They laid out the spike strip. Car runs over it. Boom, 4 flat tires. They keep driving on it. But then they have to abandon it. They run into the woods. And so this cop in Washington State, Pierce County, he was just on foot with a few other cops. So they were having a hard time chasing those slippery little fuckers into the woods, right? You're a 30-something-year-old man. You're not going to.
You're being generous at 30-something there. 40-something.
Right. This guy's 40. So he definitely had like
the bald
a big
guy
sandwich for lunch.
Yeah.
Like probably a 6-pack the night before. He doesn't want to sweat all day. And so here is what these sheriff's deputies did in the woods.
Don't make us release our canine.
He's pretending to be a dog.
Yeah, dirty dog.
Female, blonde hair, red pants, black hoodie, black and orange backpack.
Better stop. Over here. Hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
They fell for it.
Got him.
Yeah,
More coming.
Immediately. This guy started barking. Everybody's like, fuck, I don't want to chase those kids in the woods. And then one guy's like, I got an idea. Hold on. And just started barking at him. And it
Those
fucking
kids
worked.
are idiots.
Yeah, they are.
That's awesome.
How high were they?
Probably very. I mean, they stole a car, drove over the spikes, kept
Very
driving
dumb.
on it. Yeah.
High enough to believe that
dumb.
was really a dog.
He almost was like, stop. He almost didn't switch between the dog voice and human voice.
Yeah. It was. I mean, it was pretty easy to tell he wasn't a dog, but those kids fell for it. Here's a real quick clip of a British guy. I'll pull it off as soon as we're sick of it. But this has happened before. Check it out. This British cop, he did the same thing.
A police officer has caught a suspect by, yes, you guessed it, pretending to be a dog. PC Steve Hutton.
Look at that. He's not running after anyone.
So it's actually a pretty good method. If you have somebody you gotta fuck with, pretend to be a dog potentially. If you need to, it works. If it could come in handy.
I mean, I guess when you're like on and the run with the adrenaline's going, if it even remotely sounds like a dog, you don't want to get bit by the dog.
Yeah, you don't want to get bit by the dog.
Yeah.
Right. And it's
is that a fake dog? I don't know.
Believable. It's believable.
You want to risk it?
Yeah.
But for homeowners, it's believable too, just like for cops. And the kid said the dog sound turned them around immediately. They got shit scared. Very hilarious trick from the officer. And somebody gets their car back. Everybody wins. And that's it for Hard Factor today. Love you all. Thank you so much for listening. It is time to spin that wheel for Who's Got the Coffee tomorrow.
Let me take my pen off. Here we go.
Weasley West will have your coffee tomorrow.
Works out.
Perfect. Go to store.hardfactor.com for the newest Pythons and Hogs gear. Wow. Very classy tees. The Shades tank also in the store now, and many more merch items in there. Drop the golden elbow on patreon.com/hardfactor. If you really want to support the boys, that's the top tier. And you get a sweet golden elbow members only jacket if you drop the elbow for a full year, or access to other exclusive merch, including the jacket if you just become a golden elbow member, and you get a shirt as well. But most importantly, get out there and have yourself a great fucking day.